So in my last video, I was going through boxes like these that are filled with Barbie DIY accessories, and in that video I focused on the belts. I seem to be doing a lot of videos where I am not finishing what I started, but I guess that's good that I'm all over the place. What happens is I'm attacking the messiest thing that I can see, and I'm trying to organize it, and somebody's leaf blowing outside. Hopefully you can't hear that, even though I'm whispering. Today we're talking about scrunchies. Before you don't know what we're talking about, the scrunchie and Barbie, it has a connection, but I've never been able, I don't know, I never feel like it's worked, but I can't stop myself by being excited about it. Anyway, so the belts and stuff, we will continue on with another day. I've got to come up with the perfect closet. I did notice how this nested into that pretty well, so it is kind of like a showcase, and I just bought some S-hooks, some mini S-hooks, and now I just ordered some mini O-rings. I'm going to come up with a solution. I am going to build the perfect Barbie closet. I don't like everything that I've started making it. You can't hang up clothes, and even if you, I don't know about hanging up clothes anyway. I've talked about this before because of gravity and the weight of Barbie's clothes and how it fits on a hanger. You know how it doesn't fall like our clothes do because gravity was made for a 1:1 ratio world, not a 1:6 scale world. But it's a thing in progress. What I didn't show you last time was this box. I was showing you all the empty boxes, but I had this box of scrunchies right on top. Now, it's a fine line between scrunchie and headband and elastic, and all of these things I do like to use in strategic ways to make doll outfits and clothing and stuff. So I'll pass over most of the stuff, but my struggle here is with the scrunchie. Before we start going through this collection of scrunchies I have, and finally, like, I'm going to organize it a little bit, even though I still don't know how I feel about scrunchies, but this I think is probably a really good example because I think she's looking really good. But every time I start playing with a scrunchie, I think that Barbie is going to look fantastic in it, but when I start taking the pictures for Instagram, they don't look good, their end result. So if you follow me on, I don't know, probably at most I did that on Two Hunky Toys before I split up 1/6 scale world with the rest of the toy world. I moved over to 1/6 thrift on Instagram, but I haven't been taking any pictures. Instagram doesn't pay off in the same way for me. It's really frustrating. It hurts my back. It's getting the meticulous taking the pictures. I used to love taking pictures, but recently I don't have time for it. It takes so much time. I think that's mostly the thing. I took off the chain on this bracelet, if you watched last week, on this earring, and I do like it much more. I mean, it's not as edgy, but it's definitely more versatile. I did buy the silver one. I don't know where I put that, though. We'll save that for another video. I'm not supposed to be talking about belts and jewelry. However, also the necklaces, and I did find some other necklaces, and it works really well for Barbies with easily removable heads. So if you want to know about Barbie color reveal head on WWE bodies, I've done many videos on that, and I talked about it in the last video. So if you go back and watch that video, you might know. But that's what this is, a WWE body on a color reveal head on a WWE body. This is a WWE LBD. You know what? I also forgot that I had all of the new Barbie Basics black fashions, and I went looking through all of my fashions to find the perfect black dress, even though, guess what? There is no simple black dress for Barbie, the new Barbie Basics. So I think, like, I forgot, but they're all separates. However, she still looks good in one of the belts, so I put her in one of the belts. Here's the scrunchie. So, back in the 80s, early 90s, the scrunchie was invented. I think the scrunchie was patented in 87. I had to go down a a spiral hole of research today. Not that I'm going to remember any of the facts, but I think I do remember 1987 as when the invention of the scrunchie happened. It's just a material, an elastic. Barbie put out in, I believe it was 89, they put out Style Magic Barbie. And I think it was, I remember scrunchies and Barbies from the 80s, seeing commercials where there were scrunchies and Barbies together. And I don't know if I'm mistaken or not, or maybe it's just that one. But when I Google and try to find scrunchies and Barbie, now the thing is they call it a ponytail holder on the box, so they don't call it a scrunchie. So maybe that's some kind of thing. But they literally used scrunchies as skirts. They put them in bathing suits. Oh, I was going to do that. All right, I might have to pause and get the Barbie Basics bathing suit, because the Style Magic Barbie, the first version, they just gave her a scrunchie as a skirt, and that's all she had on. She had a bathing suit on, and she had a scrunchie skirt, and you made things look fashionable like this. Okay, so it's working. But then, I don't know, when I do this, like this one's probably not tight enough. I mean, that looks really, this was a fluke accident. I just looked into my scrunchie collection and saw this one and noticed that it was black. I mean, black on black is going to look good. It's not tight enough though, because it's falling. So you got to find the right tightness of a scrunchie. You got to find the right fabrication of the scrunchie. You can put it on in different ways, where probably it was the Too Hunky channel when I was experimenting most of the time with scrunchies, because I definitely get frustrated. But you can wear it as a shrug. It can. There's so many different things. I mean, not to mention you can put it in their hair. The Style Magic, I think it's Magic Style Barbie, it's Style Magic, I think it's the way that it shouldn't say. They had a small one that they would put around the arm. It was an asymmetrical top, and then they would put one at the bottom, or they put one around her waist. It's like a tutu skirt. She was wearing a bathing suit, and then she put on the tutu skirt, and then they showed you on the back of the box how you could style it. And some girls would use the you would put the tiny little tutu skirt on, so it was really inappropriate. And then you'd have the big giant elastic. So this stuff, just like my belts that I showed in last week's episode, or last time's video, very 80s. All of this frills and I mean, I'm not using the pastel colors and stuff, but we are going to get into that, because the ones that I'm drawn to are, just like the belts that I've chosen, are very Dynasty Dallas, and you're going to see that. And again, I'm using, this is a Play-Doh Barbie hair. This is a Play-Doh Barbie stand. These are some of my recent most favorite things in the world. I guess I can't really put the stand on. Is she going to be the model? She does have the boots on, so it makes good, because I've got a lot of fur ones. You can see we're off to a really good start with this black scrunchie, even though it's not even tight enough. I mean, because black is very forgiving for the camera, so it's making it look like it looks good anyway. I mean, you can always double the stuff up too. Like, you can make it tighter. It's adding a ruffle around the midriff. That too looks very 80s. And then you can, like, asymmetric. This is why I'm sure that existed before, because I think I remember fancy nightgowns, so, or evening dresses, not nightgowns, that you would put the ruffle around the top like this. So in recent years, when they do things like this with Barbie, they usually have like tulle tutus, and I've noticed that comes up a bit, and I do have a few collections that are like that, where there's some mix and match. One time I can think of that happening is in Barbie Extra. They did do that, but look at this. Look, it is an amazing way. I don't know, but something about when I start, like when I'm playing with it, messing it around, showing it on a video, I'm like mesmerized by myself and thinking, this is amazing, this looks incredible. But when I sit down and try to take a picture and photograph it for Instagram, it just looks like dog crap. But I don't know what's going on there. Nonetheless, looks really, really good. It does help that we're starting with basic black and white, or just black for now. But okay, let's I don't know if we're gonna dig in But this is what happens. Okay, and I will talk about other uses of scrunchies and things briefly, but I'm probably gonna open all of these, take them off. No, there's too many to go through. I noticed. Oh yeah, I have an incredible collection of scrunchies. All of them are from the dollar store, I'd have to say. Okay, all right. So I think in this bin was more recent stuff, and that's why it's separated. And I don't know. I don't know what's up with. Oh yeah, these were specific theme ones from the Dollar Tree, but I guess I can just. I've got to split it up at some point, don't I? So there we go. I just think we went through this. This is what we went through already, and I still have to finish it. And then I was grabbing other bins that I knew that I had scrunchies. And this is these are some of my more recent ones that I bought. And then these ones were some of the more recent ones that I bought that look like leather jackets. 80s leather, these were from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to try to remember. And then there are things like this, where this is kind of in between. What do they call these? They call these head wraps. And I in the past have made these with no-sew tube dresses. So it's just simple as cutting it off, and then it becomes a tube dress. And that goes into this part where here's a better example. I did this whole, I hand stitched, which I don't know how I felt about that. I thought it would look messy, but I did a pretty good job actually now that I'm looking like this. And I wanted to make these 80s tops, and I am pretty proud of this actually. Probably some of the best stuff I made. It probably looks good with I liked the parts. I know that most people, when they look and review new Barbie fashions, they get really mad when the back is a different material than the front, or the pattern doesn't go all the way around. But I kind of like it, especially when we're going tubes. And I did a whole video on that, where you can make this asymmetrical. So then one side is animal print, one side is that, and that was intentional. This can be a mini skirt, or it can be a top. So I made all of these mix and match animal print pastels. I can't believe this. These are so cool, from a dollar store collection of different ones. And then we did some kind of fall stuff where I had these headbands where I sewed them up, and then I made knitted dresses, and they looked really good with these earth tone pieces. And then these, I believe, also were scrunchies, but I undid all the material, and that's something else you can do too. So depending on what the material of the scrunchie is made of, here's an example of where I did that. You can take them apart, pull out the elastic. This one doesn't have that stretch. I don't know why I did it for this one. Maybe I was trying to do something creative, but I think that this was this. But I was so happy that this turned out like this knitted shawl that I wanted it just for the material, because it's just it's a throw blanket, it's a shawl. I like it as is. No need to do anything to it. It doesn't fray at the edges. And that's really cool. Okay, so this was a recent collection, and I bought these leather jackets in every color. I guess we have to try these on. They're so 80s. They look like animal print. And there's other ones in here I can see. So this is kind of favorites. Favorite. You know my bins of favorites, and I have bins of favorites. This also is probably some of my favorite scrunchies. So maybe we should look into that first before we go into this like giant pile of uncharted scrunchies in a cardboard box. I didn't even have a bin for them because there were so many of them. So let's just do that. Okay, this stuff still is probably my favorite crafted stuff. So usually when I do make Barbie fashions, I've never sewed them, so I usually just cut it off, make sure that I chose material that rolls when you cut it, and so it kind of made itself, it kind of sealed itself, so I didn't have to worry about it. But these aren't bad. My stitching's like I was really careful. It's kind of like I never thought I was a good painter, like house painting, like painting walls, because it took me so long and it was so frustrating. But then I realized if I just slow down and stop worrying about taking so much time and it taking so much time, and you actually am meticulous with the lines around the borders and stuff, then you can do it. So I guess that's what I did with these stitches. I just said, okay, I'm going to space them perfectly, and thought each stitch carefully. And normally I'd probably want to bring out a sewing machine to do it, but I think that especially when you're doing Barbie clothes, it probably makes it more difficult at sometimes, because you're dealing with such small, tiny things that you can't even fit it around the machine. So there we go. That are these pieces. I mean, definitely check out that video. I might have to make a new one that's probably more coherent, or any of my videos. How are we doing? How are we doing so far? I love these, so just reminiscing in this collection of stuff is pretty cool. Oh yeah, these ones don't really belong, but I guess they do. It was just, I did a long tube dress, and again, you're going to have to go and see the video. This is a video dedicated to scrunchies. So these are definitely 3 of my favorite scrunchies. That's why they're separated. And then I loved these, and I think that's what this next bin that we're going to go through is, the projects of what I wanted to try. But I guess I chose these ones because they were colors that I wanted to use. But I like these. I like how they fall. I like the scale of the crochet design, that it works well in 1/6 scale. So very happy with those. I'm going to put all that stuff back in this bin together. It's staying. It's confirmed. I guess what we have to do here, I'll use her. She's off her stand. She's easy to deal with. Her head's not going to fall off. She's got no hair for me to... But they do make amazing shrugs, and then off the shoulder, and then, I don't know. I just... When I'm playing around with them, they look really good to me, and like off the shoulder a little bit, it looks 80s, it looks dynasty, it looks real. But somehow when I photograph it, I'm not impressed. I'm like, that looks like junk. So, yeah. That even looks like a cool rough. It looks so 80s. In fact, I guess it has a lot to do with the belt. This would look really good with the more 80s cartoon belts. Okay, this one is a smaller hold scrunchie. The elastic is tighter, so this is working. I mean, that looks like Cyndi Lauper. If that was yellow or orange, okay, this is incredible. And then mix and match blue. And then you might have seen in the last video, sometimes I just like to put it over one shoulder, so it looks like it's like a stole, or I don't know what you call that, some kind of like, that it looks like, especially with my fur ones, it looks so good. So these were incredible find, and I believe I found these at Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken. But animal print, looks like leather. I can't take that off, that's looking so good. Okay, so let's just leave that on right now. It was so easy to do. You just slip it on, and it's making an asymmetrical pattern, and some of it's like hooping up in some places and not in others. It looks good. But maybe it doesn't really look good. Maybe I'm just delusional. Okay, so you saw those. You got a gist of these. Those are cool. I guess I'm going to put this black one in here, because this black one is like magic, even though it's got a few threads loose that I can just try to cut those off or tuck them in. But it's really nice, so that's incredible. And what's in this bag? So this bag was kind of cool because it came with charms, and I used these as necklaces, and because they were tropical prints, I remember using them with, like, it was this like combination of this scrunchie and a matching, and I used them on slate in a video. So I did do some kind of tropical thing. But again, I love this pattern. I love the material that it's made of. I like this tropical feel. All right, Millie. you're gonna have to use, this would be good for her because of her hair color. It's an example of an over-the-shoulder puff sleeve, but then you can also put it on both shoulders. And you can put it off the shoulder. I mean, it looks really good, especially because she's wearing the black dress and there's the black detail in it, so it looks like it belongs. But again, maybe I'm delusional. So when looking for a scrunchie, you want to look for one that's tighter. The tighter, the better. And let's see if this would work as. Did I mention her 80s pumps that she's got on? Right. Like the frill at the bottom. Yeah, everything on. Just like every time I do this, it's looking too good. I don't believe it. It's just when I start to take that photograph, like this looks like a real dress, and it was so easy to do. Unbelievable. I'm sure that the 80s jewelry is helping out too. So, okay, all right, let's put them aside. Oh, and there's this one. Okay, so I don't know. This one I probably bought separate. I think it's also from the Dollar Tree, but it was this edge on here, this ribbon edge with the tulle. Like this looked 80s glamorous. I just envisioned it as a jacket, and I couldn't help myself. So I probably unboxed that in a haul video. And considering Barbie did this official, and if I haven't said this, if there's any 80s Barbie aficionados, experts out there, do you know other Barbie besides the Barbie magic, the Barbie style magic style, magic style magic, I think it is. Besides the style magic Barbie, were there any others that had scrunchies that were for you and for the doll, and also as fashion accessories? Because I mean, it's big, it's bouffanty, it's incredible. It looks like high class fashion. Only when I'm doing it, not in photographs though. I don't understand why. But, I mean, oh wow. I mean, this one would definitely look good down at the bottom. This one is so big and so puffy. I would think that I wouldn't normally like it, but I think it's because of the way that it's constructed and they have this seam going all around it. Yeah, this is, if all of these scrunchies turn out this well, I don't know what we're gonna do, but this one takes the cake. I guess because it matches her so well. She looks like she just stepped off of Dynasty set. All right. Oh yes, so I also used this as a necklace, which I love that I found this tropical shawl with this golden necklace. That was a good find, and I think it came in. I think I got a few different colors and charms. This one's going in the big bin. This definite the best of the best is probably going to grow into one of these size bins. Alright, so I think what this bin is, which is very well organized, I think it's a bin of projects. We might need that. Let's see here. Oh, let's keep these bags together. We might need to organize some stuff. So here we go. So if I didn't make it clear before, sometimes when you get these scrunchies, you find them that they're just like those headbands, and you can undo them, and then if you feel that they stretch out this way, then you can use them as tube tops and tube dresses if you want to make that. That's not this style, but I guess what's special about these ones is that while they're in here, I think that they're smaller than most scrunchies, so they are going to work. Oh yeah, and if you can get one that's small enough, you can wear it as a hat. I mean, they all work for a Barbie with hair, so you can use it like a real scrunchie and put it in hair, because all of my Barbies are bald. You can also do this clown neck, which sometimes looks really glamorous. If it's really tight, maybe you can double it up and zhuzh it, depending on the thickness. Like that could look, if this was white and she was wearing a black and white dress, and then we mixed it with this thing, it could look like it was all part of the, like a poofy neck and a, I mean, it looks like a mess now, but this is probably one's a little too poofy. But oh yeah, and then you can do off the shoulder like this. I guess different ones lend to different possibilities, but this would also happen, or you can put it down over her shoulder, and depending on how you make it fall, it can just be a top ruffle and sleeve. I mean, sometimes it's not. That might not have looked so good, but you can see the potential there. So these are definitely good mini shrugs. They always work as vests slash shrugs, which always have two looks, because it's like this piece, which looks really, really good. Even, I guess, maybe from the back, depending on the cut of the dress. If you have a tube dress on, definitely. Then you can take it down over the shoulders, and then it definitely looks just like a shrug. But again, put it around your waist, put it at the bottom of the skirt. This one's probably going to work really well for that, so we will try that, because like I said, it's tighter. So look at that, a blue ruffle. We gave her a blue necklace. That would look so good. You can put the ruffle at the waist, which I'm really confused about that, because to me it looks really good and it looks like legitimate 80s fashion, but you would think nobody would want to do that because that's not very flattering. But I guess maybe it is, because the point is, if it falls at the hips, then it starts embellishing feminine features. So yeah, I guess that's the point, is that it falls at the hips and then it looks good. So that looks good like that. And then you can probably, oh, well, that's exactly what we did. Do that. You have two of them, two different colors. So good. So I guess these ones are smaller ones. So these are, wow. These ones, I guess I put them in this bag because these are exceptional as is. They're nice, tight, smaller ones. So it's not like as, and also they're the fall colors. And I guess that's also what's going on here. So these are incredible. And then these are those scrunchy shawls that I was showing you. Let's see. Let's use this one. I think I pretty much decided, because the shawls look better than the scrunchies. Okay, that looks really nana. But it looks good. Oh yeah. But I think that the shawls look better than this. So I think opening them, there's more versatility, because you're getting the same look, but you have more. So I think, and let me make sure that I don't snag this on any of this metal jewelry or anything. But this is also something, when I would find one that I would like, I would want to make sure that I bought it in every color. But I think, yeah, I mean, it gets a whole lot more material when you start, like, when you open it up. Like, look at how much material, like this to this. Like, it's a full-on jacket. Like, it looks, it's just easy. And yeah, so I think I wanted to open up all of those. What do you say? Vote down below in your comments. I mean, the shrug looked good, but I think it's better opened up, don't you think? So much more potential, and you can probably get that same look if you wanted to. You could, like, you know, double it up, tuck it in, and you got yourself the shrug too. So there's not that I would do it more neatly. I mean, it's a scarf. Have you seen what people do these days? I love a giant scarf personally, because of the versatility. You can put it up over your head. You can, again, we can go back to where most of this stuff came from, Gem and the Holograms, the ideas, the inspiration. Like, come on. Millie's looking very chic and sophisticated. She's looking like she's in the desert now. This is her classy desert festival outfit. All right, so she looks good. I like this. I think I want to open up all of those. Let's put on one more. Let's put on army green, one of my favorite colors. I think it goes with everything. Army green lace. I mean, that one needs to be turned into. Oh, that looks odd. As that one, this one definitely needs to be turned into a scarf, so it can definitely look like desert fun. But come on, look at her spinning. No, that was a really good spin, wasn't it? Just like, it was so fashionable. Fashionable spinning Barbie. Oh, now it's creepy. Now that's a Halloween video. And what do you think of this belt? I think I defined this belt as my favorite. I do have to redo the other silver one, change the order of the links to make it like more versatile for Barbie to wear. I love this black glass bead one. So good. All right. Okay. All right. So those are favorites, but they need to be worked on. Those are being undone. So that's why they're. Oh, and look, a black one. Come on. How did that one escape from me? That one we know is gonna look good. This one is one maybe that we don't open. But the thing is, yes, we want to open it because I think I've already decided, despite your votes. But still, don't tell me. You can scream at me and say, no, don't open it. I mean, it would be nice to have both, right? I should have bought 2 sets of each. One that could be kept as a scrunchie, and one, but I bought them quite a while ago. Some of this stuff goes back many, many years, and I've made many, many videos and hauls about scrunchies. How long is this video? Oh, this is going to be another hour video, I guess. We haven't even. I'm going to speed up now. We get the whole gist of this. So this is more of my favorite type of material. So I did experimenting with all kinds of different kinds of headbands, those, whatever you call those, headbands. And these are ones that I've cut open and ones that I've wanted to turn into. So some haven't even been cut open yet. Here they are again. So there's a certain kind of material, I guess, that stretches in both ways. And then when you stretch it long, it springs back to its original tight form. So I like that. So it was just, I don't know, certain cheap material that I discovered that I really liked. And then there were some other patterns on here. So again, I love the ones that had the 2-sided pattern. So you could split it down the middle and then make asymmetrical designs. But I guess that's what's in here, is just some more that I haven't made or put together. Nice Beetlejuice one. That's cool. And then glamorous polka dots. I remember using that in the video, but I think I probably destroyed it, or I might not have made it the right length. I think this was a prototype. This looks really good for what it is. I think maybe some of them aren't tight enough. And yeah, like it is kind of a cheap polyester material, but it kind of works out, especially when you finish just the edge and make it all contained. There's just some really cool patterns. I did not want to. You see how nice I had it. I don't want to mess it up. This can happen. You can turn it into a hair tie. You can, yeah, which was something that we were supposed to talk about in this video. I don't know if we're going to. It's a fine line between elastic bands, and when you cut it too small and then you stretch it out, it turns into a hair elastic. I think that came out of here. Oh, I probably had them held together with that or something. But I guess these are other ones that I've experimented with. This is an example of how when I didn't serge it, or hand serge it, I guess that would be a good way to describe that stitch. It would usually just roll up like this, so it's totally finished by itself, so you don't have to worry about it. But sometimes the roll would get too big. But this is not scrunchies. We're supposed to be talking about scrunchies. Okay. So, project in here. And what's this? All right, these are incredible. Do I open them? I think there's going to have to be a part 2. So this is an example. Okay, these are the example of like the brown one that I opened and it turned into a really nice cotton dress. We're going to have to revisit that. I'm going to have to try these on. Here I thought I was going to open up all of these and see what I was going to do with them, but I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide them up. But you can see that they would be sweater slugs. I'm sure I've got some opened, so we'll be able to take a look at that. What's in here? Here are ones that I did not. Some of them are finished, some of them are just rolled. So that's a good example of how you can see that some of the rolling just got a little carried away. Oh no, this one's surged. Oh, this is kind of nice. Oh, this was my fall bag. Actually, I kind of like these ones too. I liked that my surged edge also had this rolled thing, and then I was so excited about this collection of them because they were all fall colors, but it was before I standardized the sizes that I did, and I figured out what's the best size for a top, what's the best size for a skirt, a long skirt that can also turn into a full dress, and I kind of standardized the sizes here, but I was just experimenting with these, so unfortunately I don't have all of the right dimensions. Some of them, like this is probably a good size skirt, but it's a little long for a top and too short for a dress. But I loved these colors, and this is no, I guess we're not too late. This is prime October things, but I know that, you know, when you're making YouTube videos, you have to be ahead of the game. And I haven't even done like a Halloween decoration video yet. Alright, so that's cool. Then elastics that work well as belts. We won't get into that. These fluorescent animal print ones, like, come on, they were meant to. So I've separated these because these elastics are smaller than other ones. I mean, ones that are like this can go off the hip, and that's a very 80s look. But I like using these, especially when you find flat ones like this. Like these are godsend animal print off the waist 80s fluorescent animal print belts, and I have so many of those. I don't know why that one's alone in this bag because there's so many of them. Maybe it's in there by a mistake. All right, let's see what's in here. All right, so this one's more. This is not glamorous. This is like I got these to do like Easter looks, but I wonder. Look at her. Look at her still in this. That's so Cyndi Lauper. I can't believe it. Poor Millie. Can't put them on their stands fast enough. So pastel ones. I gotta try it. How's this gonna look good though? Terry. But I did apparently open some of them, and look, I even finished the edges and made a terry top, which is kind of tacky, kind of cutesy, very late 90s, early 2000s. There was a lot of terry clothes, but terry's the most comfortable material in the world. How can you not love it? But you could definitely do something a little more cutesy. Oh yeah, this looks like Barbie Nation would love this. This is his style for sure, with the pink and the cute and the fluffy and the cozy. Definitely a good shrug. And then all of these pastel colors, which again, I wanted to make some Easter outfits. Maybe I will next Easter. Who knows? But I bought them for that plan. Apparently, I opened the white one, which probably would have been the best one, and tried to turn it into a top. But now I'm back into liking scrunchies. See, I have a love-hate relationship with scrunchies. Are they good enough? Are they not good enough? And then I don't know what this stuff is. This looks like this is the elastics that I took out of the scrunchies. And then these ones I made, and I loved them because this pattern was so amazing. This was no Soloks, but I noticed that they were starting to stain the dolls. So definitely you got to be careful with that. You always got to be careful, especially when you're dealing with black. And I loved this print. It looked so 50s, 60s that, the bathing suits and then I used, it was a whole dollar store, a Dollar Tree video where I made it was kind of more disposable, but I thought it looked really expensive and good by using beads and eyeglass chains and these headbands. They're good. I don't know. I think I'm exhausting myself and making myself sick by talking so much. And then here are just some, what these are. What are these? These are headbands that I opened for the material. So this was really cool. Okay, here's an example of when I got something. So this was one of my better pictures and that I put on Instagram because it actually made, and it was like fake, like I staged the whole thing. I just wrapped the material strategically around Barbie. I belted it in, and it looked like a really nice dress, but it's just this long piece of material that I opened from a scrunchie, but it's just not wide enough to make a full dress with, and then I think it might have stretched, or the way that it was constructed, I thought that it would, it was probably too thin to stretch around her. So I just like wrapped it around where I could. And then I guess other times that happens where there's these pieces of material which I'm saving because probably do have enough material here if I was ever gonna get out the sewing machine and actually make a t-shirt or a dress with it by, putting 2 seams down the sides, it would work. And I think this was also, if it didn't come with the Barbie one, I thought this was totally a great mod pattern. Like this is a beautiful pattern. And then what else do we have here? Oh, and these ones, I definitely did make dresses with these. I did some crazy, I think they were Halloween or Video Game Hero. I think I remembered using this one, which this one stretches in all places. So, I mean, that's just crazy materials. A blue one, oh, that hasn't been opened. So I think sometimes they're too wide. This seems to be one of the wider ones, but I mean, it's just going to be a looser fitting dress. Some other Barbie material from a Barbie scrunchie. And then definitely has potential as a scrunchie. Like the scarf stuff comes in and out, and I think I opened one. It actually did look really good. Oh, here it is. So I made it as a dress. So it's like it turned into a, what do you call this thing? A handkerchief, a scarf dress. I guess a scarf dress. Yeah, and actually, oh, you know what? This was especially good because it had little holes that told me exactly where to put the stitches. So it was perfect for interlock stitching it. I was able to make the absolute perfect stitches because there were holes for me to put the stitch in. So that was kind of awesome. This looks really good. I kind of want to try it on, but I probably did it in the video. We're gonna have to revisit this. Okay. Whew. I'm getting hot and exhausted. Oh, this one's amazing. So a simple white one. I don't know what bin this fell out of, but here, let's give that to white-haired Millie. And it would, you know what, this one, because it is cotton material, I have cotton white dresses, so perfect for that too. It's also gonna stick all the lint to it. But for this glamorous black and white look, I mean, she instantly has white puff sleeves, white shrug. And then I like how you can put up the back and you have this this collar, this regal collar thing. Again, looks great when I'm playing and on camera now. But when I go to take a picture, it looks like she's wearing a scrunchie. And maybe you think, after all of this, that they just look like they're wearing scrunchies. But what I see, at least maybe it's all about playing. Maybe it's just my childhood brain saying, it's I'm just making a glamorous dress instantly, and it's like more fantasy than reality. Okay, I'm gonna stuff this in here. I'm gonna stuff this in here. That doesn't mean that I don't have to revisit this. It means I now have to revisit this even more, because at least it was more organized than I have it. But let's oh no. I just there's this bin. So in this bin, I think what I did was I separated all of the fur pieces. Here's an example of one of the fur pieces that I took apart, and I mean that has its benefits too. Like, because it's such a nice strip of fur, but I mean it sheds more and stuff. And it looks kind of like, wait, now she's looking super crazy, rock and roll 80s. Looks good. What a good time to take this one. I think this one I think is gonna double up the scrunchie, and then make her look super Cyndi Lauper. Can you see that? I mean, that leather with the sparkly one. I mean, the fur ones are a lot of fun. I remember definitely using these when I was making my Gem and the Hologram customs. That putting this as a poof on the shoulder, kind of incredible too. Of course, you can wear it as a babushka hat if you want to. I mean, it even looks like a really bad electric wig. It actually looks kind of good. Incredible. But speaking of babushka hats, the babushka hat. So whenever I find these smaller scrunchies, sometimes with different patterns, you don't want one that is going out wacky like this, even though there is, because it starts to look more like hair. It looks very anime right now. It looks like anime. Oh, Millie's down again. That looks like anime hair. But it also looks like a babushka hat. It would definitely help if you're using this and you have a blonde-haired doll and her hair is long. Then it's going to look more like a Russian hat. It actually looks kind of... See, nothing that I'm doing wrong looks bad on camera. Okay, so some other examples that are close. So this was just ball string, but can look really great as a boa. So this is glamorous. I've definitely done that in pictures. I never want to cut it though, because you never know how long you want to go, how haute couture you want to go. So I like to let it drag, or you might want to double up and make it look, then it starts turning into like a 60s mod fur coat. So just buying chain pom-poms and using them as a fur coat is easy and incredible, and it just looks good as is, especially with her in her belt. She's doing the whole circle thing, looking good. Yeah, she looks like, Marilyn Monroe here. So good. All right, those aren't even scrunchies. But then, okay, so then there's all these ones. So crushed velvet, fur scrunchie, and then we got all these fur ones. So sometimes I like to maybe even double these up, maybe attach them with a clip if you have two of them. So then you can make this real big fluffy fur coat just by maybe even like looping them. I think from my experience, I didn't like how it turned out in the back when I did this. I mean, you don't. Yeah, I won't even do that now. See, but I could do that, but instead, I can just put two on, or like I showed in my last video, you don't have to put both on. So finding the fur ones, these were from Dollarama in Canada, I remember. You can also turn her whole outfit into this fur extravaganza by giving it a fur bottom and then giving her a fur vest. And then if you have more, you can add more fur. You could put the matching hat on, and then you got this whole like jungle fur Barbie. And of course it would also probably look good if you put it on the hips with the belt, put it up around the neck. I mean, now we've lost our arms, but you saw some of the stuff look good. But normally, I guess what I like to do the most, which I've had the most success with, Instagram pictures, where I don't put it on like a vest and make it just like, oh, well, in this case, because the fur turns into the fur, it does actually just look like a stole or a, whatever you call this stuff, a fur vest. But what I normally do, good thing I didn't press the button, is just put it over the shoulder, and I'm usually happy just with that. So that's potential. So the fur ones were like, I had to buy probably at least 2 of each in every color. I think that they came in sets of 2, but with 2 different colors. So I had to get 2 anyway. And I experimented with opening. You could see that also looked good as just like this boa fur. And then sparkly crazy ones. And then I've got these in different colors. So crushed velvet in many different colors, and fur in many different colors. I thought I had a blue one, which it might be in here. We'll have to look at that. So these, I think, definitely have to go. I don't know why they got stuck in here. Well, they got stuck in with all of the faux furs. Oh, and check out this sparkly, like that yellow one. You got a sparkly pink one, which check this as a New Year's Eve outfit. Like, all you have to do is stick it up there on her arm, and it's great. But then she can also take that shoe off. I'm surprised those shoes stayed on as easily as they did. See, I probably want to wear silver jewelry with this, but a little bottom of the skirt. I mean, that looks, yeah, see, it's missing something. It's missing the connection. But we have another one. All right, here's another babushka hat. So a really tight fur scrunchie. Going like this. It's pink 80s. Oh, yeah, that looks good. It's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but that looks really good. I thought here it would be too thick. Like, I'm always looking for things with the lowest profile, but this it's so big, and I guess it might have something to do with today I was watching so many 80s videos to find where are the Barbies with the scrunchies, that it looks like it just jumped out of the 80s, and that's really cool. If she had a pink, a whole white and pink thing going on. Speaking of white, I got this white fur for making crafts. I've got animal print fur that I've thought that, all I have to do is cut off a piece of this, and you have an instant fur coat, which we love. We love faux fur. I guess I should say faux fur. But it's such an 80s glamorous look, so that's what's going on here. So I think that this bin will have to transform into not scrunchies, even though we're getting the same effect. Look, here's a different colored. This one's more blue. That was probably, well, this is the same color tones as her skirt, so this is more of her babushka kind of look she's wearing. It's the exact same tones. Dollar Tree. I don't really remember if that was from Dollar Tree. I think so. But yeah, let's take off that. Actually, maybe they look like they're clashing. They don't look like they're exactly the same blue in real life. But I don't know if that's showing up. I think you can see the shades. Anyway, there's some tacky 80s potential there. All right. A piece of fur. Let's see. Yeah, well, I was going to say it doesn't look as good. It actually doesn't look bad. We've got this part here, though. The backside, where it's totally hidden with the scrunchies, it's already done for you. I could sew this together and then make it into like a smaller fur strip. Oh, I think that's what I did. I think when I did use this, I just folded it in two. And then you don't have any exposed bad edges. And that looks good. But you see, fur is so easy to work with. that you don't have to sew anything. I mean, does it look good from the back? I don't know. But okay, this is a crafty fur bin. Let's put a cap on that. And let's okay. So, and then these fur ones, they need their own bin, and I guess I'll put sparkly fur. This is the faux fur scrunchie in there. Do these go in here? All of these hats in other colors. Like I don't know, did I think that they were going to look like wigs? Did I think they were going to look like Easter hats? They're from the Dollarama. They only cost $1. And then I had to get them. And then they upped the price in recent years. Oh, but these ones aren't as sparkly. Oh, and then there's these ones in different shades. I think all of this has to go into the fur babushka section. So it's hard to decide. Does that mean that I put them? I guess that's why I put all of that craft fur also together with it. Easter fur hats. Did I really think I was going to make that video? These ones, I have ones that are open, so okay. And then this one, which is opened, does that go in here or does it go in the crafty bin? I think I have to combine those again. We'll see. Oh, and another magenta hat. Oops. Oh, and then sometimes they pop off like that, so it doesn't work. What do you think of this hat? I mean, it looks haute couture babushka, so there's potential. Is it going to look ridiculous in a photograph? I don't know. Fur. Okay. And then there were these ones that I was so excited about. Because they're leather, they're fur. They looked so 80s. I remember taking, another fur one. Does it have a blue undertone? More fur. Oh. I remember taking Instagram pictures with these and then just being like loving these so much because of how they look. They look so good. But then after the picture, I was like, oh, these look horrible. I mean, I even posted this stuff. But yeah, again, I love them. I cannot believe the detail. We got leather, we got fur. It's so 80s, glamorous, crazy, top. It's incredible. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel. And then the colors that it came in. I can't believe it came in an army green. And I remember I gave this one to Ken to wear. He wore a shrug. Maybe that was the problem, is that I tried to make it work on a boy. But I'm putting these because they're the right colors. They're the fall colors, and they got these extra. They're going in the favorite bin, which is going to have to definitely enlarge. And there might be more in here. And then I remember, so thin scarves. So I've done a few videos on that, and just finding the right scale print and the right scarf. And I have done many videos on just how you can turn this into this glamorous dress with a long train, and you can even like sari it up on the side and hold it and make glamorous dresses that way, and you don't even have to cut it up. But I think it would be better if I actually, use this. But this is kind of, even though it is translucent, when I started off this video, I was talking about how how Barbie's world doesn't hang and fall the same way as real life. Well, this is an example of why Barbie's clothes should all be made of a material like this, where it's so silky and soft that the weight of it would hang on a hanger. Now, I mean, there's a lot, so that's probably helping it hang too. But I mean, it was the right scale. It was so cool. I found a whole collection of these. These were from some kind of closeout warehouse, and I saw all of these, and I think that picture actually turned out. I think I had a different phone or something. There's so many things when you're taking your Instagram pictures. But I remember making the video where I used this in her hair. It was from this set, and I was going to do it for all of them and turn this into a dress just by strategically wrapping it around. And it looked really cool using both of these things. And again, all of this material is, I chose the patterns, if not all of them were perfectly scaled for Barbie gowns. So I know I have a few of them that would look so good as like muumuus. Those look so good. Look, it's reminding me of Mrs. Roper. And then these crazy ceramic pins that I wanted to use at least for the video, but in the end you don't have to. They match so well, but they did make a good accessory in the hair, even though this is really heavy because it's like an enamel button pin. And I'm sure we're going to stumble on more. Oh, look, another one of these. Blue leather with black trim. That's so cool. Oh, look. Oh, how good would that look on her? Let's mix our leathers now. Here she's going. She's got her boots on. Maybe I can find her the right fur coat in here. Blue leather and fur. I mean, it screams 80s to me. It looks so 80s. I don't know how they with the big ruffles that they did then. See, now it's looking sloppy. I don't know. Well, we got a lot of ruffles going on. She's like encompassed in ruffles, but that was very often the 80s. Put it on the yeah. See, it's too much. Okay, she could just wear that. I wonder if that was a skirt. I don't. It's so funny. This looks so good that I don't want to take it off. But here, let's see how this one works as. See with her boots. This might be the best option. Let's see. Okay, so that was what was so great about these ones, is that they were a little smaller, thinner material, thinner. Everything was thinner. And I think now I remember I was wondering, do I open these? And I was probably asking you guys, should I open them? I'm glad I didn't. Some things I have noticed that I am mad that I opened, but you can see how full this skirt is. Still looks very Cyndi Lauper-y. Who's That Girl Madonna-y. Popstar 80. Oh, that actually looks really good. Actually, it could look really glamorous. Now that it's falling down a bit, it looks like high fashion, Russian high fashion. Wow, it looks really good. Okay, it's a tutu. It's a fur tutu. It looks good. All of this, it's very couture, though. So that's probably not for everybody. I'll give her the simple crushed velvet stole here, where it's not too much. She looks like a ballerina, but she looks like a winter ballerina. Okay, wow. Okay, we're over an hour now, so I gotta just go through these fast. We're gonna have to revisit this again. Look at these ones, which I'm sure that they have. Those are fur ones for sure. Those have fur potential. I'm going to have to, I guess in wintertime will be definitely a good time to dress them up in all kinds of babushka fur outfits. So that's when I will take a look at how those ones look on. Oh wow, this is so good. So this I found recently. I don't know what recently means. Within the last, I knew that it was at a time where I'm supposed to be getting rid of everything, but I need it. I probably showed it in the haul. So in the last year or two, is that recently? This is incredible. This looks like fashion perfection to me. Like it's the right pattern to be in a scrunchy form. So I guess that is when I see one of these scrunchies and it's in a style that I know is super 80s, then I'm like, yeah, come on, this houndstooth, what is it? It's like a plaid. Oh, it's more of a plaid than a houndstooth, but it looks like a houndstooth. And it looks like Chanel. I mean, I can't. It's wool, quilted, incredible, from the dollar store, made with really nice material too, or at least feels like it's a nice material. And yeah, I can't handle it. So that was, I guess that's not, it doesn't go in the fur. I guess it goes into the favorite. More of these. We know where these go. I mean, that's for Easter dresses. So take the Easter fur and this for next Easter, and then we have 3 primary colored Easters. We got this, and they're like muted tones. That's kind of cool. Yellow, magenta, cyan. Oh yeah, it still works for both of mine. They're also red, blue, and yellow. If you want to talk normal or wrong primary colors. I've done a whole other video on that too. My love of primary colors. All right, and we know where that goes. We've got a whole bin full of those, but that's kind of separate. Fur goes with fur. Oh, look at these. There's more of these scarves too, so we're gonna have to divide that stuff up too. Leather, that goes into my favorites, even though the furs are definitely my favorites, but there's just too many of them. So these, look at these. Look at this Parisian scrunchies. We don't have time to, do I just pull these open though for now? So that they're easy the next time we make a video? I guess I can do that at some later time. Oh no. Oh, there's some kind of, the glue on this one is sticking to my hand. That's never happened to me with tape before. Okay, all right. This, a piece of material from a scrunchie. I kind of like it. These patterns, oh, this is a black, okay. So this is another one of those black ones. No wonder I like these. This one, I know that's going to look so good. This one, Parisian, incredible. Both of these are Parisian with the stripes, and like, you know, they're going to look fantastic on. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So 80s, so chic, so Beatles juice. It actually doesn't look that good, does it? Trying to make it look good. It's not scrunching in the right places. Maybe it's too loose. Okay, so maybe it doesn't look so good. Maybe you think it looks good. Maybe I don't think it looks. Maybe it looks, oh, it looks good on the bottom. So we can do something with this. I'm sure it looks good as a shrug too, but we don't have time to. We don't have that time. It's not doing its scrunchy in the right places. Now it is. So I think that was kind of the problem. I just had to zhuzh it a little bit. It's amazing, and this one's amazing, and those definitely should go into my favorite bin. Scarves. All right, what's going on here? Oh, here's another one. Polka dots. This was from the same collection. Of course, I opened the black one with the polka dot. I wonder what the other color like this was. Tiny little black one. I don't know where this one's coming from, but let's see how that looks around the waist. But as I started out this video, I had her in a tiny black scrunchy stole, and it looked really good. But you can see that also looks really good at the hips. That's my new surprise find today. I was always avoiding it going around their waist because I thought that it would look bad. But adding puff sleeves to your dress is always a benefit, especially black on black. Can't tell. There's a certain kind of texture to this one, but you know, usually you want to make your blacks mix. You can see how that's a little different from a distance. You can't tell. It's just, this is so basic, but it's definitely a good one. All right, look how amazing this dress would look. That would be so good. I bet you that this material would be really hard to sew, but maybe I just need to make some more draping videos. What is this? What is... I think there were so many different patterns. I thought that I could use I thought this looks like a tacky Y2K dress kind of material that I hate. This can't be open. There's a reason in here. You know what? I might have been after prints like this at the time. I was probably in this mod phase, and even though that's not that moddy, but I don't know. Wow. Or these were really inexpensive, or I had an idea. I had some kind of idea when I bought these. I don't know what it is. Oh, here's from the Barbie Scrunchie collection. That's kind of funny. See, all of these are good. Oh, what is this one? So these are from the collection where I took apart that stuff, but this one is velvet, which is something we haven't come across yet. These ones are made by a better, like it's goody. It's not just like a by Barbie, not just a dollar store, but this is glamour, because this is even allowed not to match the material, because she's got her velvet stole on vest. It could go on many ways, just like every scrunchie. The possibilities are endless. Here's an example of being able to do this. Put it along the bust area, and you got yourself a new dress. I don't know, does that look good? Does it see? Now that's not looking, I don't know. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't look good. This might be, look at that. Does that look good? Yes, it does. Look at this. Does that sunflower dress, does that look good? No, it doesn't. Is it tight enough to be one of the bottom pieces? Yes, it is. And does that look good? Yes, it does. Favorite box right away. And then we got this one. We got two satiny pink ones. I mean, these are definitely favorites and very useful. Again, like here, one up the side of the shoulder. You connect two together. I got to think about. I mean, am I going to try it this way again? Putting them through making an 8 loop and looping it through like so, and distributing it evenly, putting both on like this. I think that kind of makes it look messy in the back, but maybe not. Maybe if I move around the material and push all of the scrunch to the front and make sure that there's just less material back there, then you can make yourself a bigger, longer, more cumbersome vest. But you can see that that's amazing. It's probably the best yet. See, I don't think that when I mix the materials that it's going to look good. But look, now we have the opportunity, because the set came with 2. Some of the elastics are tighter than others. You could always go in and also tighten the elastics for ones that had looser elastics. But this is an opportunity to do something like this, since we have 2 that are exactly the same. Might have to tighten this elastic up. It's funny because I thought that this one was tighter. I mean, just with a simple safety pin or something, you could also temporary hold this up. But I mean, check that out. She instantly has a new dress on that actually, it looks legit. This is probably the best creation yet, and I don't know why. Her jewelry sparkling, looking glamorous 80s. Too bad that we saved this for see, this is not looking so good. I probably can come up with a solution to making that look better. But oh well, I just did. Looking good. This is falling down. Find the one that's tighter, maybe. I think that it might be too tight and the materials are slipping on each other. Oh, good, looking super sparkly. Magic, that's sparkle magic. Something magic Barbie. Insanity Magic Barbie. Scrunchy Magic Barbie. Okay. Let's pump through this stuff now. Okay. More of these. Okay, sometimes I can't figure out why I bought this one, but sometimes I probably had something in mind, but sometimes if it's a set of 2 different types and the other one has things in it, I get the other one too because they go together. That kind of thing could happen. This one, it looks like there was one in here that I really, really liked, so I took it out. Maybe it was the Terry ones. Maybe that's where I got the Terry ones from. Oh, you know what it was? It was this. There was, unfortunately, now that I'm back into liking scrunchies again, I think I took this apart for the other color, what other color it was. But this mesh material, this screams 1980s. It definitely has potential. I wonder what color the other one was that I used. But I'm seeing in here that there's incredible. So this is the most Barbie super style magic style magic that I've seen, because the one that they used was translucent. I just, I'm still here. I just like elastic banded it along the whole across the room. This one has a good elastic on it. Like, look at that. Okay. Oh my God. So this is no wonder they chose to do the translucent one, because this might be my favorite so far. I can't believe it. It's translucent. It's shiny. I mean, I might not even mind what's going on here the most, because it's also more of a tinier one. It's tinier, not as much material. They seem to work out the best, in my opinion, unless you're going really big. But you can imagine the potential for this as the bottom trim or around the waist. Let's try it around the waist. I see here. Okay, yeah. That looks really good too, even though maybe the elastic isn't tight enough, but we know we can make it a little bit tighter. Let's put it, oh, yeah, it needs some tightening, but we have some potential here. That's a good one. These we're going to be putting in the Terry one. It might have been where I got the bandana t-shirt scarf, dress scarf. I think that there's a stretch on this one too, because there's a different one. We've got this unicorn Barbie style one. We got this. Oh, this one's adorable. This one's sheer and has polka dots, and this one's also adorable too. And I naturally saw this one as you're gonna do this to the top of your dress, and you're gonna make it look all innocent and sweet by doing that. I mean, if we had a different colored dress that matched, might even do something a little more spectacular with it. But it has potential. Oh, this is what I was thinking. Like a Georgian white collar. If we were going to do that with any of it, it would be this one. Here, let's do this. Do I even know what I'm talking about? Like, I didn't study this style right. Georgian? Is that when people had collars like this? That looks so good to me. You might think that it just looks like a scrunchie wrapped around her neck, but to me, that looks really good. It's couture. All right, she needs a different belt though now. Yeah, this is the best one of the day. This one and this one, you can do some like. I guess I can say slutty picnic styles. Yeah, I can say that, can't I? Oh, another one of these. I have so many of these. I bought so many of them, and to think that none of them get used, none of them have potential, even though I love them. Yet I love them in Playland, but they might not look as good as I think they do. Nonetheless, I love them. So I guess that's all that matters. I can try one day, if I ever have extra time, to try to photograph them. Oh, wow. Okay, here's another giant Buffonti. So sometimes the small ones are good. Sometimes the big ones are even off one side off the shoulder. Did you see how effortless that was? Like it's okay. Again, the back, I'm not sure about. I mean, the back, it's totally acceptable. But this, look at this. This is crazy. That was completely effortless. I think that this one worked. I think I did take an Instagram picture where she instantly. It looked so good. Like, yeah, I think this one was from Dollar Tree. It had lots of material. It might have come with another 80s print that I thought was amazing, or it might have came by itself. And I saw this potential in it, but we got this puff, collar, sleeve thing happening, and instant perfection. It helps black dress, black in the design of it, the brown matching the gold jewelry. It's just, yeah. Like this tiger eye glass necklace that she has on. Can't. That's going in the favorites bin. And then so this doesn't go over an hour and a half. What is happening? Oh, wow. See, I even forget I have this stuff. Oh my goodness. No wonder I bought these. Wow, I totally forgot these. Okay, so this is a completely different kind of look. But, I mean, this is where... This is where this belt collection comes in. This 80s big jewelry belt buckle collection. Those with this fur again. This is my preferred. This always just there's no question. It looks good from all angles. It just looks like she's got her stole over one shoulder. That's my favorite styling. I've had the most success with that. I mean, but even you can style something like look how cool this looks, where she's just styling. She's got it off her shoulders, but you can roll this all the way up. And now she's got her fluffy boa scarf on. And the fur ones always do close in the gap a little bit better here. So you can't even tell that it's not a full fur coat. Just a mini fur coat. This has so much potential. It's tacky as hell, but we sometimes like that. And then there's all these other colors. Cookie Monster, of course I had to get it in every color, even though pink is probably the only one to be used, but yes, these are going to the fur box. There's so much fur. No wonder I have it all separated. I think I have this stuff separated because, like this bag, why isn't this bag in the thing? This was an Easter video, so I find these and I find a whole set and I buy the whole set, and it's like, okay, that defines Easter. Let's buy all of those and make an Easter video and make it 5 outfits for $5, which again, I always bite off more than I can chew. Look at how long this video has gone on for. But all of these would look so good. Oh my goodness. I think the best stuff was at the bottom. Look at these. What? Oh, did I take one out? What? Metallic tiny, oh, I have to just let me get the gold one. So if I'm going to try on one, look at all of these. They have them displayed. We know this is going to look good. We know this is going to look good on the shoulder. We know it's going to look good as a shrug. It already looks incredible. It's one of the smaller ones. It's instantly going to look good as bottom tool for the skirt because she already has the gold jewelry on, so it's going to look instant. Is it going to look good as part of a belt waist embellishment off the hip. Yeah, it definitely looks good like that too. Like that. Are these all my favorites? Like, okay, the metallic ones are a win-win-win. This one looks bigger than the rest. That's kind of, and it's in such a great 80s snake kind of print, kind of sparkly egg. We know this one's going to look good too. Okay, these are all going into the favorites bin. Check out these. So I believe I bought these for some kind of a haute couture swimming hat. So it was, I know that maybe that's why this one is open, because there was a color in there that I could use with the browns. There was probably a black one with this, so it would have worked good as like a 1950s swim cap, whatever they call that. But does it look like hair? Does it look like a crazy hat? Again, it would help if you had a girl with long hair. You could also, like, the way that you wear it is going to help too. But that's when these scrunchies like this have potential, even though it's just craziness. What doesn't work is when it looks like a wig. That's not working as a wig. So you kind of want to make sure that you can show a little bit of hair. When you show too much hair, the thing pops off the head. So you got to figure that out, or maybe you want to do this. Or maybe I just accept that some people are going to see it as hair. You know what? That happens in fashion all the time, where you're just being campy. It's a swim hat. It's an afro. I mean, maybe it'll look good on a girl of color. I'll have to try that. And then we have a crazy clown hair. Like this is a clown head. That's why you have to avoid that. Cyan, magenta, and yellow. I'm so surprised at how much that is showing up. Oh, look at the yellow underneath. You can see more of the color. Anyway, okay. Those are crazy but fun. Oh, here it is. Here's the black one. So this one I would have used as, that's what happened. So this one I would have used as an haute couture swim cap. And I still think it looks good. However, I think we got too many ruffles on. Take off one thing before you leave. I do like this. I like it. It's couture. It's going in my favorites bin. The black one anyway. That's going in my favorites bin. Oh, here we go. Okay, yes, I believe I did do a fall. I did 2 fall fashions once with just things from the Dollar Tree, and I think I made corduroy. It wasn't those 2 swimsuits that were putting. I mean, maybe they did too, but it was some corduroy material that I used, and it started staining my dolls really badly. And these were so I have kind of a bad feeling about these, but I mean this one is also perfect like that. Do you remember the brown one that we put on that looked so good with her instantly, and it was so big and fluffy? Well, this is the one that matches this one, and it also looks good, and it's a favorite. It's crazy colors. It's very, very 80s. It definitely looks good when you asymmetricize it. Yeah, love those two. So who would have thought the smallest and the largest scrunchies are the best? This is what we've learned today. That's going in the favorites bin. Look, we're gonna be transferring the favorite bin to there's this one, another plain black one, which that has to go in the favorites bin, and then this is so nice. And this is going into the favorites bin too. I can't handle it. I don't know why. I don't like big patterns, but sometimes big patterns are going to work. She turned into a Spanish flamenco dancer instantly, and we like that, or inspired by dress. And yeah, that's a real good one. This is a favorite. That's going in the favorite bin. We got this unicorn one. This is a Barbie Nation one, which not always my style, but we definitely have Easter time to go back on that, and it's not that I don't like it. And then check out this. So this was I'm not going to do a tube dress day, but this would make such a sick 80s, like I can see that it's nice and stretchy. It would make such a sick skin tight pink, really tacky prostitute dress. It's so hot pink. I don't know where that fell out of. And then there's this one. So it's like a paisley. And I can't tell if it's brown. Oh, it's black. It's really nice and tight. It's kind of a matte black. Oh, it's perfect tightness. Oh, wow. Okay, so this goes to show that, yeah, those ones that I was trying on weren't tight enough, and maybe just tightening them will make things better. But it's kind of cool, actually. Nice paisley pattern. It's a favorite. It's kind of rougher material. It might actually be real cotton. I don't think so. I think it's polyester, but all Barbie clothes are. It's fantastic. It's a favorite. It's extra tight, so it's extra better too. It fits. I guess this one was the same. Okay. We did it. Something that I didn't tell you. I use these as socks. So sometimes you can get these headbands, but that's a whole one for a different video. And then especially with my WWE dolls, I make sure that I find the ones that can be tubes. And then again, the rolling happens by itself. I'm not going to stuff it on her leg. But then I made socks with these. So I definitely have a large collection of these. I would buy them whenever I could. Sometimes I would fold them over to make a nice buckle, and then I would put a boot on where you don't need it to finish. So they're kind of leg warmers, really, but also socks. But they're kind of awesome, and maybe they're better for my Barbie dolls because they have more shapely legs than Barbie. I think that Barbie has pretty shapely legs. Her legs aren't that thin. It's her arms that are so thin. But this isn't even part of the scrunchie. This is a whole other video. But these I do love. And roll the sock down. I mean, even if I use them as leg warmers, so I would buy them. I mean, you can do knee highs, black socks, thigh highs. I remember doing that, making inappropriate schoolgirl dresses for my dolls and stuff. There's a boot. No, I'm not going to take off her boot. Can she wear this with a pump? That would look super 80s. I lost her pump. Let's see here. We have to roll this up too. I don't know if that's a look. Make it look like it's a spat. It is. We could do some kind of. Oh, that's it. That is the look that we want. I mean, not for her jewelry, but we like that leg warmer with the high heel on. That is 80s. Okay. All right, that was enough. These are kind of like scrunchies. Here is the material that stained my dolls, the corduroy. They made some really nice dresses, but it was staining the dolls. It was really nice and stretchy. Oh, I remember that. I made some really nice glamorous fall outfits from Dynasty, but they were ruining everything. This piece of fur here. Oh, another piece of fur. Okay, all right, enough is enough. Can't feel my throat. I've been talking so much. I'm just going to make myself sick. We got through the scrunchies. I'm going to organize them better, and then the next scrunchie video, which won't be my next video, we'll see some more. I don't know what project we're going to finish, but hopefully the next video will be me finishing projects or reviewing some of the massive collections of dolls that I have left to review. Okay, until then.